Alright, what's good YouTube? DKO here with another video. I'd like to start this video off by just thanking you guys for the unconditional support you guys have been giving me these last 3 weeks. I started a YouTube 3 weeks ago and I'm doing so much better than I could ever imagine. And within a short amount of time, I've made a lot of connections with others and throughout the internet and stuff. So I just couldn't thank you guys enough. Thank you guys so much for your support. All right, but in today's video, as you see by the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about not identifying with the pain that life throws at you and, how to not be so defeated by these obstacles. But yeah, let's get into it. All right, so not identifying, with your pain, like it means that, like don't let it consume you. Like if you're going through a rough patch in your life where you're dealing with, some obstacles such as maybe you lost a loved one, you're going through a breakup, or you lost a friend, you lost a job or something of that sort. Like you don't want to let that consume you because life is always going to throw it's always going to have its negatives, it's always going to have its highs and lows. So you have to just understand that a bad day or a bad time does not mean a bad life. And once you can understand that, you know your life will go so much smoother and you'll feel a lot better. So like when bad things do happen, you won't be so down about it and just understand like it's life. Like, but there is a way to prevent, you know the pain, and there are ways to ease the pain, which on the bright side, that does help when you're going through bad things. Like you can't just, you know when something bad happens in your life, you can't just say, oh well, there's nothing I can do, and then just cry. And you have to do something about it. Like, you know for example, like you got laid off at your job, or you lost your job. Like, you know what I mean? It happened, but it didn't really necessarily happen to you. There's always something better. Like there's always something on the other end. There's always light at the other side of the tunnel. But it's important to keep faith and understand that, and you know not letting it consume your whole life, because you still have a life outside of work. And you know what I mean? There's countless many of opportunities that are way better than that you could have ever even imagined. The things that you may think are so painful and just the end of the world, those things in reality, those things are working for your benefit. They're not happening to you, they're happening for you. And like sometimes you need to go through those bad obstacles to get to the next point in your life and to allow opportunities to open for you. That's why it's very important to take it as a lesson and learn from it. What can you learn from this? What could I have done better in this experience? It's very important to take accountability and understand that, these things are happening for my benefit. And it's good to, when you it's good to, like, acknowledge that you know acknowledge that you're feeling the way you're feeling. Like it's good to take accountability for feeling sad, but don't just sit in it and lay flat on your back in the pain. Like it's good to get yourself up and you know get yourself up and you know cope with it in a healthy way. Like what can you do to ease the pain? Maybe going for a walk, or reading a book, or journaling, or going to the gym. Like don't just sit in the pain. Like that does nothing for you. Being sad about a breakup, losing a friend, or going to the or you know losing a job, going through a breakup, losing a friend, like being sad about it, how is that going to benefit you? Like what value is that going to add to your life? It's going to hurt the first little while, but eventually you have to come to a point where you're telling yourself, I can no longer feel this way. I can't allow myself to just be so down about this. There's so much more to life than one bad obstacle. And once you can understand that, you're going to start attracting better things, better opportunities, better people, and things will naturally start to come your way with time. And that's what I mean with identifying with that pain, because once you start to tell yourself, I'm a sad person, I'm depressed, I'm heartbroken, you're going to start to just be in such a low mental state and a low vibration. So you're going to attract things that you don't want to attract. So that's why it's very good to not identify with those emotions. Let those emotions die off. Do things about it. Stop being in such a, you know, defeated mind space or defeated headspace, because if you are, you're just going to attract those things, and you are what you attract. So that's why it's very important not to identify with those negative emotions, and to try to vibrate on a higher level and understand that my pain does not define me, and I'm going to get through this, and I'm going to do what it takes to get through this. And this is why taking accountability is very, very important, because if you're just going to, view the negative and the bad things as just, like you're just going to let them eat at you, and you're not going to take accountability and get up, get out of bed, do something about it, you're going to continue to attract these negative things that are causing you the depression and the pain. Like, you are what you attract. That is very true. You are what you attract. So if you're sad, if you're depressed, if you're just like, oh, I'm so depressed, you're going to continue to be depressed. And you know what I mean? Like, get up out of bed, go on a walk, self care routine, go make it happen. Make it happen. And as time goes on, as you learn to not identify with those negative thoughts and emotions, you're going to start to attract things that you've always wanted to attract, and things that are, you feel that serve you. It's slowly going to happen if you continuously put the work in. And I'm aware that it is not easy to, let the sad things in life get under your skin. It's very hard to, tell yourself, this is not me. This is not my whole life. Like, it's very hard. Like, I know there are days where I genuinely just want to just bed rot and not get up, not go to the gym, not go to work. I have those days, and you're going to have bad days, but it does not mean a bad life. And you have to tell yourself repeatedly, fake it till you make it. Continue to do the things that are going to get you out of this, you know, negative headspace, and get these make these negative thoughts go away. Like, make it happen. Honestly, make it happen. Fake it till you make it. Tell yourself over and over, I am happy. I am worth $1 million. I am going to get through this. This does not define me. This does not control my life. Tell yourself this as many times as you can. Words of affirmation, it works. Continue to feed your mind with positive thoughts. Continue to, speak these things into existence, because they're going to start to manifest on their own. And once you continuously practice happy and healthy lifestyle habits, and doing things that are going to make you happy and make you a better person in the long run, you are going to turn into that. And that is going to allow you to attract those good things that you've always wanted to attract. And like I said, you are what you attract. So when you are vibrating at a higher level, you're going to attract nothing but good. But obviously, no matter what, like, you could be vibrating at a very high level. Like, there are things that you genuinely can't control. Like, you know what I mean? You can't control if someone breaks your heart, if somebody lays you off at your job. You can't control those things, but you can control your reaction. And reacting negatively, going crazy, screaming, yelling, that's not going to do anything. That's not going to do anything but make you more mad. So you just have to kind of, kill situations with kindness when it comes to negative aspects and negative outcomes. Also, stop attaching to outcomes. Stop, being so fixated on an outcome. Just go with the flow. Like, you know, be happy in the present moment. Enjoy the present moment. Be thankful for the present moment, because things are very temporary in life. Like, life as a whole is temporary. You never know when your last day is going to be. You never know when, you're last going to see somebody, when you're last going to talk to somebody. So it's very good to, try to look at things in a positive way, and have a positive mindset, because everything is temporary, and our time on earth is very, very limited. And you don't want to be that person who passes away tomorrow, and you look back on your life and you remember, like, oh, I was just such a sad person. Like, you don't want to have any regrets dying. You want to look back on your life and say, I did have some good times, I did have some bad times that really did get under my skin, but I did everything I could and made the best out of it, and fed myself with those positive routines and habits and thoughts that, you know, it wasn't so bad after all. Continuously ask yourself, like, if I were to die today, will I be happy with what I did on earth? Life is too short to, let something eat at you this much to the point where you're not even doing things for your benefit and for yourself. And I know for me, the last thing that I would want is to die tomorrow and look back on my life and think and just be in such regret and disappointed that I just let all these things affect me when I could have, saw it as it is what it is, like life goes on, and just, went on to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. You start to block your blessings when you're holding on to all these negative emotions and negative experiences. You're literally dreading on the past. You have no idea what the future has to come. Identifying with sadness is literally, it literally means that you're stuck in the past. Like if you're so sad all the time because of something that happened 3 weeks ago, you got to get your head out the gutter and move forward. Like the past is no longer with you. You have no idea what the future has to bring. And if you really put your head down, like literally for a month, and just feed yourself with positive thoughts, surround yourself by positive people, get out of toxic situations and things, and stop bed rotting, your life will change so much. You have to want it. You have to want to put in the work. You have way more control over your emotions than you think. And that's the thing, your mind is extremely powerful. Your mind manifests things. Your mind is the reason why 90% of the things in your life happen. If you're not in the best headspace, if your mind isn't right, things are just going to be not the best for you. You're not going to experience the good things out of life. You're going to continue to be in a negative state. Your mind is truly a temple. Treat your mind right. Have respect for yourself. Feed your mind with, you know, positive thoughts. Get enough sleep, go to the gym, get in nature, do things good for your mind. Take care of your mind, guys. And I want you guys to remember, the ones that are going through bad things in life, it is temporary. It's not permanent. Like you're going through this for a reason. Start talking to God about your problems. Like ask God to guide you and help you through the hard times. They don't last forever, and they always open opportunities for the better things that life has to offer. And to the person on the other side of the screen, you are very beautiful, you are very worthy, you are very smart, and you have so much potential to do great things. And you can really get yourself out of these rough times if you put in the work and allow things to get better and want things to get better. Because at the end of the day, it is truly all in your hands. All right, but guys, I appreciate you guys tuning into this, and that does wrap up the video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share. Social medias are in my bio, so if you ever want to see more videos like this, my TikTok username is the underscore KO. It's literally the same thing, but I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next one.